Analyze Quran 6:128 using the An as its own dictionary, with a focus on whether jinn is a separate living being from insan or a part of the human psyche, particularly the concealed or deceptive aspect. Quran 6:128, close reading. And the day he gathers them all together, he will say, O assembly, mashar of jinn, you have exploited many from among the insan humans. And their allies among the insan will say, Our sustainer, we benefited from each other, but we have now reached our term which you appointed for us. He will say, The fire is your dwelling, to abide therein except as Allah wills. Surely your sustainer is wise, knowing. Focused keyword analysis. 1. Yahshuruhum, commonly translated, he will gather them, means to mobilize, drive together, muster, often used for organizing forces, whether literal or metaphorical. Quranic cross-reference on they and the misled ones and the soldiers doomed of Iblis will be gathered, yuhsharun. Insight. This word implies bringing together scattered elements, which supports the idea that Jinn and Insan are parts of a single system being brought into account, not necessarily separate species, but aspects within the human realm being revealed and evaluated. 2. Yamashara. Commonly translated, O assembly. Root, connected to grouping, socializing, association, as in Asharas 10, a grouping number. Mashariks, a company, community, or Quranic cross-reference. 55:33, O Mashara of Jinn and Insan, if you are able to penetrate the zones of the heavens and the earth, then do so. Insight. The term does not denote species, but a function-based collective. In 55:33, both Jinn and Insan are called as assemblies, implying they are categories of function or state, not biology. R3, stick 3, commonly translated, you have taken many or exploited. Root KXR, to increase, multiply, accumulate. Form 10 implies to seek to increase or grow in numbers, power, benefit. Insight, this indicates the jinn sought to increase their influence over insan, not physical possession, but manipulative dominance, a hallmark of the hidden inner voice or deceptive psyche that seeks control. We're French for weliyahum, commonly translated allies, protectors, guardians. Root el waliy, meaning to be near, to take charge, to befriend, to follow closely. Quranic cross-reference 7, Allah is the wali of those who trust the truth. He brings them out of darkness into light. As for those who conceal the truth, their awliya are false gods. Insight denotes a close psychological or ideological alliance. In this verse, Insan made Jinn their close companions, implying inner reliance or subconscious allegiance to the hidden manipulative voice. Synthesis. Jinn as part of the psyche. From this verse, 6:128, we observe 1. Both Jinn and Insan are addressed in the same event, gathered together with no indication of species differentiation. 2. Jinn influences Insan and Insan seeks benefit from Jinn. This is mutual exploitation. 3. The Aliyah relationship is not physical but ideological intimate, suggesting an inner dynamic. 4. Istakthardum reflects the intent of Jinn to grow in control, aligning with the Quranic portrayal of the Nafs al-Amara, the commanding self, and Iblis, both rooted in internal deception. Additional Quranic support. Quran 1:1-6, Surah Al-Nas, the whispers in the chests of Insan come from Jinn and Insan, showing both as sources of inner influence. Quran 7:179, we have certainly created for hell many of the Jinn and mankind. They have hearts with which they do not understand. Again, Jinn and Insan share the same fate, based on cognitive functions, not biology. Conclusion. Based on Quran 6:128 and its associated terminology, Jinn is not described as a separate biological being, but as a functional and psychological counterpart to Insan, likely the concealed, manipulative aspect of human nature that leads astray. The language of this verse suggests an internal dynamic. The Jinn deceives, the Insan follows. A relationship akin to the ego, inner whisperer or delusional aspect of the psyche. The mutual benefit shows complicity between self deception, jinn, and conscious denial of truth, insan. Would you like to explore how this understanding connects to the role of Iblis in the Quran, or further verses that use jinn metaphorically?